but also send it to someone that you really care about, because that person is going to call you and say, thank you so much for this card.
They
and
sure
how
will.
did you do that?
Right.
And
Right.
as far as, we all are very busy, what is some recommendations or tips that you can give to people using send-out cards, like to save time, so they don't have to go in and create every card? They can actually put some stuff together.
Yes, they can. They can make some campaigns that have the card already made up, and all they have to do is add the person's name, because it's already in your contact manager. And if you have issues with, how am I going to put all my contacts in my contact manager? Well, we have the most wonderful help in send-out cards. Our customer service department is wonderful, and they will help you put the contacts in.
Wow.
So that saves a lot of time. And
Love it.
And they're so helpful with questions and with answers to your questions.
They are great on customer service.
But after you get all of that, then it's just so simple. You make the card up, and you meet somebody at a networking group. You come back, and if it's a new customer or somebody you just met, put their name in, push send, and it's gone. It's just, and they do it for you. They put the address on there. They put the in an envelope. They print the card with your handwriting. They stamp it, and they mail it in the mail to that person.
And I know that very few people are doing this, are actually mailing those cards out. So you are definitely going to be noticed when you start doing that.
I have a card file at home of all these cards I bought through the years, intending to mail them, and never did.
I do as well. I have a stack. In fact, I used to buy from a company out of Colorado. I won't mention the company's name because I think they're still in business. But I used to buy boxes of cards and thank you notes and stuff. So, because I used to live in Europe, so that was really, I would have loved this system when I lived in Europe, because that's when I really did a lot of writing and communicating with my family. It was pre-Facebook, we're talking a lot of years ago. But I used to do that, and I found a stack of them when I was cleaning through a drawer the other day. They're yellowed and all this, but I actually found one that I had bought. I think it was for a family member that had a new baby, and I never mailed it. You do.
It happens.
I have a card from my godson. He's 21 now. It's still sitting in my drawer.
Wow. So, okay, I don't feel so bad. Steve, so you and your wife are doing this together then, right? Working together?
I mean, Colleen and I have, people ask about that a lot. I got involved in the networking industry 27 years ago, and Colleen and I were both school teachers, and you told my story great at the beginning of the call, but this is something that you absolutely positively can do as a team. We're out actively trying to share what Send-Out Cards has to offer, and our whole lives, and like I mentioned this earlier, our whole lives, all I try to do is just be nice to people.
Oh, I like
just that. If you're just nice to people, and I think the entire world can take a lesson from this. If you're just nice to people, you try to add value to people's lives. I look for reasons to open doors for people. I buy the person behind me, whoever's in line behind me at Starbucks, I'll buy their order every now and then. They have no idea who I am. I drive away and they're like waving, going, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And it's like, you don't have to know who I am. I just want to add value to your life. And so Colleen and I, we live with that philosophy. It's like all we want to do is just build relationships, be nice to people, and share our passion, whether it's stuff our kids have done or whatever we're passionate about. Send-Out Cards is like, listen, all we want to do is just share our lives with you. And there's no better way to do that than the system that Cody put together here at Send-Out Cards. And so, it definitely is a team effort. Colleen doesn't actively build the business like I do and how I help other people do it. But she's constantly, she's sending cards. Let me this quick story. My daughter Emily, she's 26, so she's not a little kid or anything like that. She sent me a text message the other day. She goes, "Hey Dad, what's your username and password for my Send-Out Cards account?" And I must have been under a spell because I gave it to her. And so I called. So then it was about a week later, I called her and I said, "Hey, why did you need my username and password? She goes, I was out of points and expense.
Oh, how funny. But you've taught her well.
Yeah. So
Hey, Daddy.
She's sending cards from my account now.
Gosh.
So it's just, it really is a family adventure that we're a part of here.
That is so cool because, I can hear the passion in your voice. I mean, we have not met personally. I did just connect with you on Facebook, and I think I sent you a LinkedIn invite. But
Yep, I saw it. Yep.
Anne speaks so highly of you and everyone else there in the Send Out Card family, and that's what she calls it, is a Send Out Card family. And I know
it is.
when she helped me get my because I became a client of Anne's, and she helped me set my account up here recently. She was on the phone with me with customer service, and I thought it was so cool because the one thing that really impressed me was when we were finished with that customer service individual, Anne asked for his name and I think it was a department or something where he was at,
Yes.
or because she would send him a card, and I just thought that was so awesome. What a testimonial,
Yeah, they like getting cards too.
They do. And I'll tell you what, if you ever, walk through our customer service department, you'll see that all the cubicles where all the representatives are sitting, and they're just covered with greeting cards. They're covered with greeting cards from distributors that have sent them, appreciation is what it is. They're simply sending appreciation.
Well, and the way our market is today for any of us in business, we realize that, it has definitely shifted. I've been in marketing for a number of years, and as I share with everyone when I do a workshop, is that the funnel is basically flipped. We're not just putting information out there and hoping that one or two people drop through the funnel. That funnel is now upside down. We have a few brand ambassadors or close friends that we are now communicating with and building relationships with. They're the ones that are out there being our brand ambassadors. And so if we can touch those people, that's, to me, the first people you want to make sure that you're touching. They will definitely spread your message and help you as well. It is all about relationship marketing. You mentioned social media earlier, and you're right. Don't sell on it. It is a communications tool, and what better tool to add to that than the Send Out Card tool?
One of the things that Cody, our founder, is doing now, he's sharing with some business owners on how they are using the Send Out cards. And I think there's one today, Steve. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be on there today, but he's had realtors on there, and he's had, I think it's a builder today. I'm not sure, but how they have used the Send Out card system and how it has helped them. And some of them, one of the girls that was on the other day, it was a metal company, scrap metal. And I think she said they did, I think it was 70%, was that right? Or 71% over what they did the year before just for sending out cards. And that was the only thing that they did.
And he does that Facebook Live, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
So there is a perfect blend for getting the word out. And instead of, like you said, Steve, selling on, and hey, buy me, or sign up for a free card or whatever, you can use social media to get the word out and show it and be
sharing that with everyone.
That's cool. That is cool. So I understand there's two parts, as we kind of discussed here, to Send Out cards, Steve, the being a client or using it as a business. Do you want to kind of share a little bit how someone can actually create a business with this?
Yeah, I tell people all the time, I said, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when you start using this system and you start sending out these greeting cards and gifts to people? They're going to call you. They're going to call you, and they're going to say, how did you do that? And you're going to explain to them the system a little bit. They're going to say, well, can I do that? Can I be a Send Out Cards customer? And you're going to say, absolutely. Now, if you are not a distributor with Send Out Cards, you're going to have to refer that person to the person who signed you up. Mm-hmm. But if you are a distributor with us, because this is the only way that Send Out Cards has ever gathered any customers is through independent distributors. We don't do any advertising, anything like that. So if you are a distributor, you have the ability to sign that person up as a customer or as a distributor if they want to, share it with other people. And the bottom line is that all the customers that you sign up in the business, every time they send a greeting card or a gift, you get paid. You get paid a percentage of the volume. It's a very cool thing. Yeah, it's a very, very cool thing. And to become a distributor, okay, there's always a downside, you guys. It's $50. It's $50. It's ridiculous. I mean, the microphones that you guys are talking in right now cost a heck of a lot more
Yes,
than
yes,
$50, right?
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, there's a one-time setup fee of $50. The first year is $50, and then there's an annual renewal fee to maintain your distributorship of $59. So I tell everybody we give you a heck of a deal the first year, then we sock it to you the next.
And then, of course, keeping your postage up there. And I mean, I always have a little bit of money in my account, and it's just, and and the points that you gather for your cards and everything like that, because I think Toni pegged it right on this, hit it on the nail, or the nail on the head there about how much a card costs if you go into the store, and you mentioned it too, Steve. So knowing that you have this system that is right at your fingertips, because who's not on a computer, and now that you can use the app as well on your mobile phone, your mobile devices, you can just go in and create that card, and you're saving probably, what would you say the average save would be on a card?
Oh, it's a lot. I mean, our cards are $1.17.
Yeah.
So it's like, go figure that out, you guys. I mean, that's $1.17 per card. It's like, wow.
Exactly. I mean, I think the last card I bought was about $4.99. And then if you want a music card,
Right.
Which we can do that too in our cards, so we can.
That's right. And I love, what I love is how Send Out Cards has really expanded with their gift items. And
Yes.
I mean, it's not just the brownies. Everybody talks about the brownies because they are delicious.
They are good.
I remember, I think the first box we got, and I didn't want to share.
She didn't.
Guess I'm going to have to send another box.
And I know that anytime I have sent those, that people have mentioned, wow, those are pretty good brownies. Where did you get those? Well, they come from the Send Out Card system. You can get those too, whatever. But I do love the fact that there's gift cards, and especially when you have grandchildren, you don't know what to buy them, so...
The gift cards are great. I send them with cookies or brownies for thank you to like people that refer business to me and things like that. I sent a candle to a friend in June for her birthday. She absolutely loved it.
Oh, good.
I love it. And I hear that a lot when we used to be in our networking group, and I hear everybody say, "Ann, thank you for the brownies."
Yes.
She knows how to get
Well, I want to ask you one more question as we begin to wind down here. Okay. Now this is intense. I want you to sit down. Okay.
Okay, we're sitting down.
We're sitting down.
On that, what can we expect from Send Out Cards in the near to midterm future?
Steve knows lots of
Yeah,
secrets.
that's why I'm asking
He
Steve.
knows
Yeah.
lots of secrets.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you where we're headed, you guys. We are a technology company. Send Out Cards is a technology company, and we are working on things that literally are 3 to 5 years in the future. And if we don't keep up with technology, we're going to get run over.
That is
and
true.
with, it really is. I mean, when you take companies like Amazon, Netflix, and iTunes, and Richard, you were just talking about this, what those three companies were able to do is that they were able to collapse an inefficiency in our marketplace. In other words, those three companies have made our lives easier. The way that we buy music, the way we rent movies, the way that we purchase things is easier. Well, that's what Cody has done inside the greeting card and gifting business. He's made our lives easier. Well, that's great for today. But what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years? Well, we're working on technology where, and listen, this is not happening tomorrow, but we're working on technology today where you can literally go on social media. You can click on, there could be a post that says, hey, it's Mary Smith's birthday today. And through voice recognition, you can simply say, send Mary a card.
Wow.
And through that voice recognition, your Send Out Cards account will pop up, and all through voice recognition, you're going to be able to send Mary a card without touching your computer, without touching your smartphone. And what we're trying to do is just streamline things, make things easier. That's the direction that we're headed, and we will never ever stop sending gratitude to the world. We will never stop trying to bring the human race together. That's what Cody's goal is. Cody's goal is to try to bring people together. And he always says there's only one race, and that's the human race. And through gratitude and through appreciation, through the system of Send Out Cards, we're making that happen. And technology today is wonderful, but man, is it a moving target. It is a moving target. And we have to keep up with technology, and the things that you're going to see in the future are going to enhance Cody's dream of bringing the human race together. It's just going to be easier and simpler to do that.